Hello, I'm Pastor Jeremy Combs, and we're going to pause for a proverb. Let's go. Proverbs chapter 10 and verse number 14. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. Henry Ward Beecher received a letter one day at his church. He opened it and found that it contained just a single word, fool! Exclamation point. When he got behind the pulpit, he told the church, I have known many an instance of a man writing a letter and forgetting to sign his name. But this is the first time I've ever known of a man signing his name and forgetting to write the letter. A wise man is constantly building. If he receives wisdom, he seeks to add it to his life, and then he, of course, invests it in other people. He builds up others as he is built up himself. The fool, on the other hand, is always bent on destruction. He tears down rather than build up. He discards wisdom, seeing it as of very little value to his life. He is not content just to tear down his own life. He then spews forth his foolishness to the detriment of others. He is a wrecking ball, swinging wildly in every direction, knocking down anything that stands in his way. Today, you're going to have opportunities to receive wisdom. Will you receive it or will you reject it? And then, if you receive it, will you be using it to build up or to tear down others around you? Verse 15, the rich man's wealth is his strong city. The destruction of the poor is their poverty. In God We Trust first appeared on the 2-cent coin in 1864. The phrase was not required to appear on all current currency by law until 1955. In God We Trust is printed on our money, but is it a mantra of our life? Often we trust in our money rather than God. Here we see a caution and a consideration when it comes to money in Proverbs. First, we see the caution of misusing our money. Some would use their money like a strong city. Strong city was a place to run to for refuge in the midst of problems. One could enter, close the gates, and hold out for many days. Money can appear to be a problem solver, but ultimately it will run out of time and you won't have any. And then the trouble, which is waiting outside the gate, enters in for the kill. Not so with God. He never runs out of resources, and he never needs reinforcements. Not so. Make sure that you are running to God. Then we see a consideration about using money wisely. We should invest and we should save money for times when it can help us with unforeseen problems. Do you use money? Or the question is, does money use you? Let's look at one more, verse 16. The labor of the righteous tendeth to life, the fruit of the wicked to sin. When springtime arrives, many put out a garden. My wife just did that recently. They purposefully prepare, they plant, and they protect their plants, eagerly awaiting the produce months later. There's no concern over what will come up, but rather when and how much will the garden produce. We need to recognize that every day that we are plowing and planting in our life spiritually too. Just like planting a seed in a soil, we sow into our life and others, either with righteousness or wickedness. If you sow righteousness, guess what? You will reap righteousness in your life. If you sow wickedness, you will reap sin. There should be no question about what will we reap, but rather when will the reaping come and how much will we reap? For the one sowing wickedness, fear is constantly hounding his trail as he waits the judgments from his fast sprouting crop of sin. On the other hand, the one sowing righteousness can eagerly expect life to break through and grow at any moment. This can be the salvation of souls. It can be a greater or closer walk with God. So today, what will you plant in the garden of your soul? Will you plant righteousness or will you plant wickedness? It's all up to you.